Man, this is just a crazy time right now. There's a lot of news going on, media day, what's been said, what hasn't been said. There's so much going on, and to the point where, man, KC is talking so much crap, it's not even funny.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. There's a lot going on. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles are at media day, KC's at media day, and, you know, some things are being said here and there. The Eagles haven't really said much of anything. Like, they're kind of just talking about the team in general. The Eagles are doing the right thing and what they're doing at this. KC is showing that they're a little cocky, they're ready to go, and obviously both teams are ready to go, but man, the certain things that have been said, dude, it's been absolutely insane. But the first bit of news was about Jalen Hurts, okay? This is from Jeffrey Lurie as of right now. Now, the news actually came out. Sal Paolantonio did talk to Jeffrey Lurie about a contract extension for Jalen Hurts. If this is the game that's going to prove if that he's getting that contract extension, okay? So Jeffrey Lurie has said that Jalen Hurts has nothing to prove to be viewed as a long-term answer at quarterback. And it was asked about the extension negotiations are in the future. And Lurie said, hey, just what we looking for. And look, guys, between the mentality of Jalen Hurts, how he gets these guys prepared, how he's poised, how he's calm, how he's relaxed, how he just is determined every single game. Doesn't look too far ahead, stays in the moment. We already knew that there's an extension for Jalen Hurts, whether he wins the Super Bowl or not. Okay, the extension was already coming. I think that he has proved a lot. He's beaten teams with his legs, beaten teams with his arm, been down in games, coming back, playing in bad weather. I mean, he's done almost everything. And, they won a game off of being undefeated. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he really has kept this team together. That poise has been absolutely amazing what Jalen Hurts has done this year. And we already knew that this was going to happen. This extension was going to happen. And you know what? I'm psyched. I mean, look, at least we heard from Jeffrey Lurie himself about the contract negotiations, which is a really good thing. So, hope you Eagle fans are really happy that we already had the answer on that. So, that's a really good thing. But not even just that, though. I mean, Jalen Hurts was at media day, and there was actually a reporter that asked him, like, I didn't really think you were going to be in the Super Bowl. I want to say man to man, I'm sorry. Like, a reporter actually apologized because he didn't think that Jalen Hurts was going to be in the Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts was just like, cool. This, we're just feeding into this. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, this is just more ammo and more ammo and more ammo that we're just absorbing right now. And he is going to take all that negative energy and put it on the field this Sunday, which I'm actually really happy about. But not just that, okay? Not even just that. I mean, they had Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, they had Nick Sirianni, they had a bunch of guys on the stage, okay? And, like, KC, they look really relaxed. They look very confident, and they should be. Two teams in the Super Bowl should look confident. Nick didn't want anything to do with this at all. Like, Nick looked like he wanted no part of it. Slay looks like he's locked in. Like, I see different energies from both teams. Like, KC is high on their totem pole right now. They're ready to go. They're like, oh, we're going to kick Philly's ass. We're going to get this done. And Philly is just like, all right. We're waiting until Sunday, but you guys are going to find out what's going to happen. So, these things, you're looking at two different teams with two, I guess, different mindsets when you think about it. And even Frank Clark was talking crap today. Like, this is what he had to say. Whether it's the best line Philly played or not, we're very different. Usually, if teams haven't played us, they have a hard time with us. We're very different. That's all I'm going to say. Like, man, chirp, chirp, chirp. It's just going crazy right now. Juju Smith-Schuster was like, oh, you did the best Philly cheesesteaks not in Philadelphia. Like, they're literally throwing slugs at the Eagles nonstop all day. Like, I watched a lot of the Eagles media day, and some of these players, like, I didn't really see any shots thrown that much. Not that much at all. KC was just laying them out to Philadelphia. They're confident. I get it. They're in the Super Bowl. They're confident. They think, because we haven't played them, that, they have the advantage. And Frank Clark doesn't think that, the Eagles have the best offensive line. See, the Eagles prove by example. They don't have to run their mouths all week, and this is what Media Day does, because these interviews are so detrimental to what you're putting on your own team and what you're giving to your opponent by Sunday. And this is a big deal going forward. The shots were taken all day. It's really crazy. At the end of the day, guys, look, it's going to come down to the trenches in this game. And I've already said this a million times. I know Casey's dealing with some injuries right now. The Eagles are pretty much almost 100% healthy at this point. And we're going to find out what happens. I mean, we still got a few more days of media days and all that stuff. But from what I've been seeing from both sides, Casey has been throwing a lot of shots at Philadelphia. And the Eagles are going to know this, Obviously, the players are going to know about all this. And, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson talking his crap. I mean, it's, we're not backing down from this. I mean, literally, they are. It makes it worse when a reporter has to say to Jalen that he didn't think he was going to be in the Super Bowl. I mean, it makes it worse not for the Eagles, but it just gives him more purpose to really put double digits on Casey's ass this Sunday. It really does. Because that's why Jalen Hurts said a few days ago when he said, you guys are going to find out, you guys will find out, I probably shouldn't have been drafted. That's what the story was, that he was a running back at quarterback, tried to change his position. They didn't think that he would be a quarterback in the league or be a successful one that takes a team to the Super Bowl, and already proving that it's not a system type offense. Yeah, it's the system when Jalen Hurts is in it. When other quarterbacks are in it, they don't thrive from it as Jalen Hurts does, because Jalen Hurts is the running engine of this offense, and our defense is just nasty. And I don't think Casey knows what's coming. I really don't. I don't think they know. They've been in a few Super Bowls already. They've already been to this. They've already been to this, stage, and we have too. We didn't do it, until 5 years ago, but they're chirping a little bit. They're talking a little bit. They're confident, but they're taking a lot of shots at Philadelphia. And I really hope the Eagles really conjure all of that just negative energy towards them and really just annihilate them right on the field on Sunday. That's what I'm hoping from this whole entire thing. It's absolutely amazing. So I love it. That's why, like I said, these interviews are detrimental going back and forth. And Philly really hasn't been talking like they have. KC, those players, they all been talking. I mean, it's all there. You just go look, go on Twitter and see what they've been doing. You watch the slugs they've been taking at Philly the whole entire day. So when you see pictures, or when you see what actually happened, and you see a picture like this where this isn't for rejoicing, or Patrick Mahomes is looking to his left, he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna win this, we already know, and Nick Sirianni just seems like he doesn't want to be there, and I don't blame him, because all this is BS. I would hate to do this as a player, to go through all these media days, waste of time, don't care, let the game start. That's all that matters to me at the end of the day. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. That was media day. The extension for Jalen Hurts is going to happen regardless, whether a loss or a win in the Super Bowl. And we have our quarterback of the future. And we already knew that. We already knew that he was already deserving of the contract as it is. I mean, this was back in September, middle of September, to say, oh, if Jalen Hurts could win one playoff game, that's what I was saying, And look what happened. You know what I mean? So it's already won 2 playoff games, and it's now going to be playing in the Super Bowl now. The hate on Philadelphia, it's just crazy. It's just nuts right now. And I hear nothing about KC. It's literally all about, can the Eagles do this? Can Jalen Hurts do that? Is their defense, you know what I mean? Everything goes, the questions are for Philadelphia to be question of what they could do against KC, because apparently they already know KC could do whatever they want on us, and it's going to be successful. They haven't played us yet. So we're going to find out, but I love all this talk. I love it. I think it's ammo. I think it's great ammo for us to use, and the more the teams do this, the more they're going to pay for it, and that's just the truth to it all. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. That was media day, the Jalen Hurts extension talks with Jeffrey Lurie, and all that great stuff. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow, slide, peace out, guys. Peace.